Let's bring in former White House advisor in the Trump administration, host of the Gorka reality check right here, Newsmax, Sunday 7 and 10 p.m. Seb Gorka. Alongside Seb, of course, is the senior advisor to Trump 2024 campaign, Jason Miller. Gentlemen, pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so first, I want to get your reaction to some comments former President Trump had yesterday after spending the day in the courtroom with E. Jean Carroll.
This is a person I have no idea until this happened, obviously. I have no idea who she was, and nor could I care less.
She wants $10 million in defamation. She's being funded by Reid Hoffman. Gorka, your reaction that the former president is now being admonished to by the judge. Couldn't get tomorrow off, even though it's Melania's mother's funeral. Where do you stand with how he's juggling everything?
Look, I worked for the man. I don't know how he does it. When I was last in Mar-a-Lago, he spoke at an audience where I was the warm-up act. He joked about this. He said that he was on Trump Force One, and he said to Melania, by the time we land, I think I'll be indicted again. He jokes about it. This guy is made of Teflon. It's incredible. He's like tungsten and Teflon melded together. But let's be clear what the judge did today. The judge, you can read the transcript. I've reposted it on my Twitter feed, Seb Gorka. Alina Habba said, have you deleted evidence? That's the E. Jean Carroll, right? She deleted evidence put into the case. And she said, yes, I have. And the judge then said, that comment will be struck from the record and the jury will disregard the fact that that woman deleted evidence that is pertinent to the case. Oh, and by the way, just one more thing. She's admitted on record she's a huge fan of the show Law and Order. And there is, of course, an episode of Law and Order where somebody gets, quote unquote, raped in the same department store. Just a little bit of a coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, on the stand yesterday, too, she did have to describe how it was at a dinner party where she was urged to kind of bring this case. I think the jury at least got an earful for that. Good note, Seb. Let's focus on the trail. You're by his side, Jason. New Hampshire, obviously, is going to be the place to focus on after that huge landslide in Iowa. Just give us your thought on how Nikki Haley's trying to frame this as a two-person race and your comments on where that is and maybe the independent voters in New Hampshire who are watching the program right now, Jason.
Yeah, great question, because in a sense, Nikki Haley is accurate in that Rob DeSanctimonious is now saying he's skipping New Hampshire, is focusing more on South Carolina, so he's not even putting up a contest there. But the dynamic that you have in New Hampshire is that undeclared voters are able to participate in the Republican primary. And prior to the filing cutoff, you had over 3,000 registered Democrats re-register as undeclared, so then that way they could infiltrate the Republican primary. So Nikki Haley is taking money from radical Democrats such as Reid Hoffman and using it to try to turn out non-Republicans in a Republican primary. So that's a dynamic. But here's the problem for Nikki Haley. Is her positions when it comes to raising the retirement age. She wants it to be more closer to life expectancy, so 77 for men, 79 for women. She wants to slash Social Security and Medicare benefits to people. That cuts against her with undeclared voters and independents, and her numbers are really taking a hit.
Jason Miller, the latest on the campaign trail, certainly appreciate it. And Seb, we know you're tracking what's happening in the E. Jean Carroll and all the other weaponization that we are following here today. Gentlemen, a pleasure. Great to have you in.
Tune in on Sunday. Gorka reality check. Jason will be with me.
Well, that is a must-see. Thank you, guys. 7 and 10 p.m. Sunday.